Hello everybody, this is Y7 and it is promoting my brand online. So by the end of this session, you'll be able to identify any issues with your current online brand, recognize how to promote your brand online, and describe how you might use various social media platforms to promote your brand. So, what is my current online brand? When considering how you want to represent your brand online, a useful place to start is by assessing what is currently out there. For example, you may have images on your Facebook page that are less than professional, as if. Would you want a potential employer or a professional contact to see them? So to make it really easy, task number one is to Google yourself. And when you Google yourself, I'd like you to take notes, but if you can, I'd also like you to print your screen so you can see the different um, images on there, and also you're able to refer back to it within 3 or 6 months. Because once you're after this, obviously, we're going to go on to you improving your online brand. And what I'll also ask you to do is, please, all within task one, is to also screen print when you flick over to images on Google too. So Google and come up with the normal Google page, and then screen print. Then switch to images and screen print the images, and keep those two documents to act as a reference so you can go back to them in a number of months. All right. So it's important to realize that when you post something on social media platform, what you're actually doing is publishing it, and it can't always be retracted. Grothus in 2018 offers some tips on how to tidy up your digital footprint. Make your social media accounts private. Review your timelines. Remove any photos or comments that could cast you in a negative light. Control tagging. Tags with your name can often come up in Google searches. You can either untag yourself, ask friends to untag you, or investigate how the platform allows you to disable other people from tagging you in the first place. Find and close any old social media accounts. If you've forgotten what they are, Google your name and see what comes up, or try a service like DeseatMe, spelled DESEAT.me, which aims to help you find all your forgotten online accounts. If you can't delete everything, it's suggested that frequently posting more positive material to drive out any negative results. Also, Google Alerts is a handy tool for telling you when you've been mentioned online. Once you've cleaned up your existing brand, you can go on to start promoting your new one. Think back to when you wrote your personal brand story. Keep the content in mind throughout these sessions. If you have printed, that's the wrong bit. Okay. Using LinkedIn to promote my brand. LinkedIn is a social networking platform for professionals. It has more than 560 million users in 200 countries. There's enough there for all of us, isn't there? LinkedIn suggested their vision was to create economic opportunity for every member of the global workforce. Social media isn't for everyone, but of all the platforms discussed, LinkedIn is the ones that professionals should seriously consider engaging with. There are many ways to use LinkedIn to both develop and promote your personal brand. Here are a few. Get back in touch with old colleagues, to use your profile as your CV or resume, find and apply for jobs, find and connect with new professionals, participate in relevant groups, blog about what you know. Task number two, my LinkedIn profile. A key element of your LinkedIn profile is a summary section. This appears at the top of your profile and the first thing that people read about you. Firstly, do you have a LinkedIn profile? If yes, use this exercise to update your summary section. If no, consider setting one up and using this activity to fill in your summary section when you're ready. A LinkedIn summary is usually no more than 2 or 3 paragraphs long and is an opportunity to grab people's attention and encourage them to read on. Treat it like a personal profile on a CV. Now, we've all got a story for that, haven't we? One of the most valuable opportunities for building your personal brand on LinkedIn is to join relevant groups and regularly contribute to conversations that take place. LinkedIn advises you can find groups to join by using the search feature at the top of the home page or viewing groups you've already joined. You can also create a new group focused on a specific topic or industry. LinkedIn is probably the most obvious platform for professionals, but there are others that can be equally valuable when raising your profile. We're going to talk about these next. Using Facebook to promote my brand. Facebook, a social networking website that we all know lots about. It's currently got over 2 billion active users. After LinkedIn, it's the second most likely platform to be used by recruiters when evaluating your brand. Facebook has traditionally focused on connecting family and friends and allowing them to share content, images, etc. Increasingly, it's used as a tool by professionals to promote what they do, building communities of like-minded individuals to share content with and advertise services to. As with LinkedIn, this means Facebook offers lots of groups that you can join and contribute to. This is another excellent way to build and promote your personal brand. You could even start a group yourself. The key to success when using any social media platform to raise awareness of your brand is to post comments, ideas, and content regularly. This can be time consuming, and our dedication to it can slip when our lives are busy. So if you're going to use social media, make sure you have the time to commit to the process. A caution here, don't forget what you learned in previous sessions about the potentially negative impact of saying the wrong things. If you're voicing opinions on controversial subjects such as politics or religion, think carefully about whether it is something that will aligns with the personal brand you want to promote. Okay, task number 3. What could I post about? Even if you don't plan to use Facebook, creating ideas for posts is a useful exercise. These ideas can be used for blogs, workplace discussions with like-minded individuals, etc. So here's some tips to get going. 1. Pick a theme. Choose something that you know about, enjoy, or have strong feelings about. It doesn't have to be work related, it could relate to a hobby or interest. The point of this exercise is to experience the process of generating ideas. If you find it useful, then you can repeat it in the context of your career ambitions later. Now, come up with a list of different ways you could talk about that theme. For example, if you choose a hobby like knitting or crochet, I'm sure a few of us will choose those. Your theme could be pick a special day that's coming up, e.g. Mother's Day, Christmas, and talk about the relevant designs for that. Offer advice on a tricky technique. Talk about what you most enjoy about the hobby. or address an issue that you know other knitters feel strongly about. Finally, look back through those ideas and reflect on how they align with your personal brand. For example, there might be links with your values, strengths, experience, etc. So if you are unable to think of a post that you'd like to do, how about all of us write a post about perhaps the good times that can be had and the changes in behaviour that we've witnessed at Whitlingham.